Hello everyone, today we will learn about work energy theorem. First, what do you mean by work energy theorem? Work energy theorem is nothing but work done by all the forces, both external as well as the internal forces. Even consideration of the conservative forces and non-conservative forces will be equal to the change in the kinetic energy of a particle. Then, what do you mean by conservative force? Conservative force is nothing but the forces in which the work done by the moving body around a closed path. So work done by moving a body around the closed path is called a, which will be equal to 0, is called a conservative force. Suppose a body is moved in a closed path. Here body is moved against a closed path. Here the work done by the complete body in the closed path will be equal to 0 by the gravitational force, that is A, B, C, D. Here overall work done will be equal to net work done is equals to work done to AB, work done to BC, work done to CD, work done to DA. Here work done by the gravitational force to AB will be equal to, the body displacement is towards in this direction and the gravitation acts in the opposite direction, so minus mgh. And work done in BC, the gravitational force always act towards the downward, whereas body is moving in the horizontal direction where cos theta value will be 90 degrees. So work done will be equal to 0 as cos 90 is 0. Work done in CD, the gravitational force is downwards and displacement of the body is also downward, so that mgh. Work done to DA, again same, the work done will be equal to 0 as theta value is 90 degrees. So net work done is also equal to 0 minus mgh plus mgh. So work done by moving a body around a closed path is 0, then it is called, then those forces are known as conservative forces. Then what about the non-conservative forces? The forces in which the work done in moving a body around the closed path is not equal to 0 is known as non-conservative force. Here for conservative force, example is gravitational. Conservative force examples are gravitation, elastic force, etc., electrostatic force. And in the case of non-conservative force, where work done in a closed path is not equal to 0, examples are friction, here in the case of inclined plane, rough inclined plane, friction comes into the action. Body moving A to B and B to A. So rough surface. So net work done will be equal to work done in moving from A to B and work done in moving from B to A. So as we know that work done in moving the block in the rough inclined plane from A to B will be equal to work done by the frictional force. Here frictional force will be equal to nu n, where value of n is equals to mg cos theta. So work done will be frictional force into displacement. So the body is displacing from A to B. The friction acts always in the opposite direction towards the movement of the block. So theta value will be 180 degrees. So cos 180 will be minus nu mg cos theta, where mg cos theta is value of n is equals to mg cos theta. Frictional force is equals to nu n into L. From B to A, in the B to A also the body is moving upward and the friction acts in the opposite direction towards the displacement of the body. So then for the value will be minus nu mg cos theta into L. So therefore net work done will be minus 2 nu mg to L cos theta. So net work done is not equal to 0. So conservative forces means where work done will be 0 in a closed path. Non-conservative forces means the work done will not be equal to 0 in a closed path. So that's clear. Next. So what do you mean by work energy theorem? Work done by all the forces both in external as well as internal forces will be equal to change in kinetic energy of the system. Then momentum can be changed by external forces but not by internal force, whereas the kinetic energy can be changed by both external as well as internal. So the work energy theorem will be equal to the change in kinetic energy of the particle as it induces both internal forces as well as external forces. Now here he asked for the what is the work done by the man. Here initially the body is at rest, so V initial is equals to 0, and finally after rising to the height h also body is at rest, V final will be equal to 0. According to the work energy theorem, work done by all the forces will be equal to change in kinetic energy. So work done by all the forces will be equal to change in kinetic energy. Here change in kinetic energy will be equal to half mv final square minus V initial square, half m vf square minus vi square, that is equal to 0. Here work done by all the forces. Here first work done by the man and the gravitation plus work done by the gravitation will be equal to 0. Work done by the gravitation, the body is displaced towards upward in direction. The gravitation acts in the downward direction. Work done by the man, work done by the gravitation will be equal to minus mgh is equals to 0. So work done by the man will be equal to mgh. That's clear. Here in this case the block is made to displace on the smooth inclined plane of height h, later displaced on a rough horizontal surface where initial velocity of the block is equal to 0, as due to the frictional force it opposes the block. So finally the block came to rest where V final is equal to 0. So here he asked us to find the coefficient of friction of horizontal rough surface. Here from work energy theorem, work done by all the forces will be equal to change in kinetic energy. Here as a block is displaced on the inclined plane, the work done will be equal to mgh. Then work done by the frictional force on the horizontal surface where the block is displaced towards this direction and the frictional force acts up in the opposite direction. Friction acts in the opposite direction. So the work done by the friction will be equal to minus nu n into displacement is equals to s will be equal to kinetic energy final minus initial, that is initial velocity is 0, final velocity is 0. So change in kinetic energy will be equal to 0. Then here normal reaction always act perpendicular to the block and which is equal to mg. Then mgh minus nu mg into s is equal to 0. Then mgh will be equal to nu mgs where mm will get cancelled. So finally we are left with gg get cancelled. Nu is equals to h by s. So coefficient of friction of the horizontal surface will be equal to h by s. That's clear. Now let's say another problem. Here a ball is left freely, that is V initial will be equal to 0. which strikes the ground with V final, which is equal to V. So he asked us what will be the work done by the air resistance. So ball is displaced in the downward direction. So the air resistance will always act as in the opposite direction, same as friction. So air resistance will act in the opposite direction. So value of cos theta will be 180 degrees. So work done by air resistance will be in terms of minus. So here work done by all the forces. Here the forces come into the action are work done by the gravitational force plus air resistance. That will be work done by the air resistance will be equal to K final minus K initial. Here K initial is equal to 0. K final minus 0. So work done by the gravitational force will be equal to mgh as it displaced through height h, plus frictional force will be work done by the friction, work done by the air resistance Wf. Then work done by the air resistance will be equal to here final kinetic energy is equal to half mv square minus mgh. That's clear. Now let's say another condition. Here a nail is dropped freely so that V initial is equal to 0 dropped freely towards the sand so that it displaces a distance of s, finally comes to the rest due to the resistance offered by the sand. So he asked us what is the resistance offered by the sand, R is equal to how much. So then finally it comes to rest, V final also will be equal to 0. Then here the different forces acting are gravitational force and resistance force. So work done by all the forces, gravitational force, resistance force will be equal to change in kinetic energy, which is equal to 0 as both final and initial velocities are 0. Work done by the gravitation will be equal to mg into height displaced. Here the complete height displaced is h plus s. Work done by the resistance force will be equal to minus of r into s, as the nail is displaced downward but the resistance force acted in the opposite direction. So the value of theta will be 180 degrees. So cos 180 will be equal to minus. Then mg into h plus s will be equal to rs, where r will be equal to mg times of h plus s by s. So resistance force will be equal to mg 1 plus h by s. That's clear. Now let's say in inclined plane condition. Here a block of mass m is left freely where initial velocity is equal to 0, where the length of the inclined plane is L and the angle made by the inclined plane is theta. We know that normal reaction always acts perpendicularly to the block, mg act downward, and taking rectangular components for mg will be mg cos theta and the gravitational force will be mg sin theta. Then here he asked for body's mode towards downward where frictional force act in the opposite direction. Here he asked whether what will be the final velocity. So final velocity means work done by all the forces. Here the forces are normal force, gravitational force, as a rough inclined plane, frictional force come into the action, will be equal to K final minus K initial. Normal force, as it is as the displacement is towards the downward direction, normal force acting perpendicularly, so now cos 90 will be equal to 0. Gravitational force means mg sin theta into L. Frictional force, as both displacement and the frictional force act in the upward in opposite direction, so minus frictional force into displacement L is equals to half mv square, where mg sin theta into L, F is equals to nu n, where the value of n will be equal to mg cos theta, nu mg cos theta into L is equals to half mv square. So finally all mass will get cancelled. Then we are left with velocity will be equal to under root 2gl times of sin theta minus nu k cos theta, when u is the coefficient of the friction. That's it. Now let's use work energy theorem. Lay to a pendulum. Here angle made by the pendulum is theta. Here he asks us to find the final velocity if the pendulum is displaced to a height h with initial velocity u. Then, so here the forces are only gravitational force come into the action. So work done by the gravitational force will be equal to k final minus k initial. Moreover, the value of h will be equal to, from, now let's consider triangle OBC. Here cos theta will be equal to adjacent by hypotenuse. The value of adjacent will be equal to, this is L minus h. So L minus h by L. Well, value of h will be equal to, h is equals to L times of 1 minus cos theta. That's clear. Then work done by gravitational force, as gravitational force always acts towards the downward direction, and the here displacement is made towards the upward direction, that is in this manner. So minus of mgl times of 1 minus cos theta will be equal to half mv square minus half mu square. That is final velocity initial v and initial velocity is u. Then the mass will get cancelled. V square minus u square will be equal to 2g times of 2gl times of 1 minus cos theta. Then v will be equal to u square minus 2gl 1 minus cos theta under root. So final velocity is equal to under root u square minus 2gl times of 1 minus cos theta. That's clear. Let's see concept of springs related to work energy theorem in my next class. If any of them interested to join in my online classes, please contact me 9866019191. The number is also given in bio. So don't miss any of my class. Stay tuned, get updated, and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Take care. Have a nice day.